at MSG. Matinee game against the Raptors. Playoff implications abound. And Julius would start this thing off hot, man. They had no answer for Julius. He was in his Carmelo bag all night long on his way to another 30-point game. Knicks had a good time at this, man, until the third quarter when things started to get tight. Untimely Knick turnovers. Van Fleet and the Raptors got hot and ultimately would take a 1-point lead in the third quarter. But the fourth quarter was all about the bench mob and R.J. Barrett. Derrick Rose and my guy Obi with 3 threes to break this thing open. Knicks took a 5-point fourth quarter lead and go on a 14-3 run. And that's essentially all they needed to put this team away, man. 7 games over 500, 9 in a row. New York Knicks win 120 to 103. Win the season series. Oh, man. Celebrations abound. Standing ovation in Madison Square Garden for these Knicks. Julius was just unstoppable. They had no answer for him. Put the team on his back. But in that last quarter, the supporting cast gave it right back to him. RJ, Derrick Rose, Obi, Noel. Fantastic team effort, man. 9 in a row. Couldn't be more proud of these guys. CK, what'd you think of the game tonight, bro?
Oh, man. 9 in a row, man. It was just feeling good. You know, like Julius said, there was no defense in that first half.
Yeah.
But as we've been doing, we locked up in the second half. I'm just hyped up, man. I'm not ready to get technical on who did what. We won 9 in a row.
Let that sink in, bro.
I'm
saying, bro. Let that sink in, man.
Oh, man. Sidelines dancing. You know, Obi's out there making shots. Like, I'm just loving the whole production from everybody out there on a fine Saturday morning. That's how you start a weekend. That's how you enjoy a weekend. Now we can just have this one, start the new week, hoping to continue the streak. We won all the important games, these playoff teams that we're supposed to be, that we're looking at. You know, this team is trying to get in there, trying to get the play in. We said no. Okay? We had the Hornets.
Complete
we had the
Hawks. Season series.
Yes.
And complete the season series with this team at full strength, CK.
I'm just hyped
Even
up,
better,
bro.
even better.
I'm just hyped up, bro.
Ash, give me some thoughts.
First of all, I cannot wait to get on SNY later tonight and just gas up my New York Knicks, my New York Grits, because Toronto is a wild card.
Yeah.
You know, that game can go either way, because although their record will say otherwise, they're a good team. They have a good roster of guys who are good at shooting.
Gotta respect them.
You have to respect them. You have champions on that team. So it's a wild card. And the Knicks did not let that get to them. This is a team that we tend to struggle with when it comes to shooting the 3 ball. That was not happening. It was raining threes early in the first quarter. I mean, the forecast said it was sunny, but in the Garden, it was pouring. Everybody got involved. Again, this is what we talk about: continuity, complementary basketball. Of course, the captain of the MSG Express, Julius Randle, 31, Reggie with 16, RJ Barrett, my 9 guy, with 25, Derrick Rose turning back the clock with 19. I mean, even when went to a top 5 defense, you can't outstop us. We're gonna get you every time. Nerlens, Noel was out there blocking shots left and right. And I have to give credit where credit is due. I think Obi heard my criticism and took it to heart. He even looked fantastic. He was hitting his shots. I couldn't be prouder of what I'm seeing right now. I just couldn't. I couldn't.
Incredible effort, man. And as you said with Noel, I thought that was really, even though that was an early point in the second half, this was 3 minutes 56 seconds left in the third. The Knicks were down by 1. Raptors had came right back into it. Knicks third quarter of doom loom large. You know, led by Peyton, stumbling, bumbling around with turnovers. RJ had a couple as well, but Nerlens Noel had a block shot. And that, to me, really turned the whole game around. Even though they were down by 1 in that third quarter, they would end up finishing the quarter up 5. And then, you know, the second unit with RJ, with D Rose, RJ, IQ, Obi, and Taj. I like that unit. I want to see them get some more time together, especially with Burks out. That unit, 14-3 run. And that was the game. That was the game. You know, and especially with Julius out, the backup 4 minutes are critical right now, especially at this stage in the season. The spotlight is on Obi, and I thought once again he had another solid outing defensively, offensively, 3 3-pointers. And then getting a couple timely boards, man. Plus 10 on the night for Obi, 3 for 4 from downtown. Just a solid effort from the second unit, really picking things up for Julius. He really didn't have to put in much work in the fourth.
Listen, and RJ showed who the real king of the six is,
Let's
okay? I'm just saying, that's why I call him the 9 guy. You turn that 9 upside down, it's the 6. He showed who the real king of the dot is. Drake, move over. RJ is there to claim the crown. He gets respect in New York, but he goes back home to Toronto, and he's the king there too. Don't get it mistaken over there.
You know what I loved about RJ's game, CK, was that he still finished with 25 points, 50% from the field, but in the second half, he was getting to the free throw line.
Man.
He got more aggressive and trying to get buckets. He went 6 or 7 from the free throw line, chipped in with 12 boards, and I thought that was the biggest turnaround for RJ's game in the second half that really helped us lock the win away.
One of my favorite things to him was the defense. His defense today. I mean, like I said, nobody was playing defense in that first half. Right. But that second half, defensively, you saw just like everyone else on the team locking in. But RJ Barrett was in the grill of everybody, from Trent to a few possessions with Siakam. Like, RJ was in there defensively, and then that just led, like you said, to the offense where the aggression carried over. He was head down straight to the rim and getting those foul calls. Finally, referees, we appreciate you. Giving some respect to the 9-guard Broadway Barrett for sure. But RJ Barrett, just as he's been doing in this stretch of games, hell, this whole entire season, you see he's a different player in that second half. You see him calm down. You see him play his game and let the game come to him and never force the issue in any scenario. And there's a few possessions there, like you mentioned with Elfrid Payton in that third quarter, where he just was not playing too well. And then when RJ Barrett got the ball, you could see him bring the pace back, bring the temperament back to the team before Elfrid Payton was ultimately subbed out. So this dude is 20 years old. I feel like we need to make sure we mention this every single show. We have to mention this every single 20 years old, and for him to have that kind of IQ, that kind of veteran presence for a 20-year-old already. I mean, I know we give that Ash is giving that nickname to Emmanuel Quickly, you know, the rookie vet. But at the same time, like, RJ Barrett at 20 years old, he has that presence already, that IQ, that, you know, presence of mind to know that when it's time to buckle down and close this game and take over this game. RJ Barrett's been great in the second half, and this was another one of those opportunities where he just showed that
100%.
And one of the things that, you know, that warmed my heart was when RJ was getting those chants. I don't know if you guys noticed.
Heard the RJ Barrett chants in the garden.
You heard the chants, but the camera also panned to his face, and you could just see the emotion in his face. And as someone who's been a fan of RJ since we drafted him, and knowing that his rookie year was not what it was supposed to be, or what you wanted it to be, or what he probably wanted it to be, and knowing how hard it is to play in New York. New York's a hard place to play in, regardless of the sport. The media will eat you up if you're playing like trash, and they will love you and uplift you if you're playing well. And the fans are even harder. They're not afraid to boo you. They're not afraid to call you out. They see you, you know, going 100%. To the bodega. Hey, you suck. Like, that's just what the energy of New York is. So to see RJ finally have his moment in the sun, if you will, and start to become that player that I've always known he could be, and I'm sure a lot of other people have always known he could be, and getting the love that he probably desperately wanted last season, he just didn't get because he didn't earn it. And now seeing him and hearing those RJ chants, it warms my heart, and not only as a fan, but as a fan of RJ, because this is only the beginning for him. He's only shown a small percentage of the player that he's gonna be, and we're gonna be hearing RJ chants in the garden for a very long time. So,
and speaking of RJ, salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad. Today's giveaway, right on time for number 9. I didn't even take it out the bag. We got an RJ Barrett jersey. The all blue.
I want it.
The all blue Jordan joint number 9 is going to somebody today. So make sure you guys sign up for the giveaway. We got to celebrate 9 in a row. Brand new with the tags. Like I said, no Fulton Street knockoffs, no Jamaica Avenue junk. This is brand new with the tags from Nike. RJ Barrett number 9 jersey, size extra large. Make sure you guys sign up today. Make sure you guys
I'll
sign
make it
up.
work, bro. Like,
Yeah,
That's
you
where
make it
I'm
work,
gonna
Cash. You
have
can
to.
make it
That's
work.
where I'm gonna have to exit the
Yeah,
competition.
you can make it work, Cash. You can make it work. Before we get to Julius, who's just been a constant pretty much all year, I gotta go D Rose next. You know, game ball D Rose. Knicks now 18-7 when D Rose is in the lineup. As I said, the most important point guard on this team. When Peyton was stumbling and bumbling in that third, I'm just waiting for them to buy time, CK. I'm like, all right, just hold the fort, hold this lead, you know, just keep it sustainable until D Rose can come in and close the show. Thankfully, we did. D Rose once again, man, just being the floor general that we desperately needed. Started the game off hot, ended the game hot. 7 of 10 from the field, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 7 dimes. 2 steals, finished with 19 points. Got Obi in transition for that critical 3-pointer on that 14-3 run. This is our point guard, man.
I don't know
This
about
is our
y'all.
point guard, bro.
Yeah, I don't know about y'all, but it just looked like that switch is flipped.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys see it in D Rose's face.
Yeah, it's
he's
game
going
time.
for some. Yeah, he's going
It's
for
game
some
time, bro.
2010 layup packages. I'm
Yeah.
seeing he's over there going aggressive. No smiles.
Yeah.
The minimal high
The
fives.
little
like,
one
even at the
hand
end of
run in the
game,
lane.
I'm saying,
Yeah,
like,
it's
you know, and
fierce,
even at
it's
the end of the game, notice the what had to go over to him, shake him up, and then he finally cracked a smile. Like D Rose, I think that the
He's
switch
locked in.
has been flipped in D Rose.
Yeah.
He's ready
He's
for the
locked in.
postseason.
One of the things that I find interesting about that is, and I've, interviewed players who obviously are still playing, but I've also interviewed players who are now, either retired. And one of the things that have always stood out to me is they say that in their last stretch, D Rose said one of the reasons he had to leave Detroit, there was a conversation with the coach. He said, I'm on my last legs and I want to go someplace that I can compete. And sometimes with guys who are in that last stretch of their career, you see them make that switch because it's hard to kind of get yourself out of that retirement mode or the tail end of your career mode, if you will, when you're on a team that doesn't show any promise, right? Because it's like, well, what does it matter? Like, I'm probably not going to play much longer anyway. Then you see like this new life. It's almost like the phoenix rising from the ashes, if you will. You send a guy like D Rose to a team like the New York Knicks that has so much possibility and so much hunger, even right now, even in their rebuilding years still, because they are still rebuilding, and you want to be part of that. And it flips a switch on you. It's almost like a runner in that last stretch on a marathon where you think you have nothing left to give, and all of a sudden he just books it.
And he's starting to turn up.
Stretch of adrenaline. You want to be part of what you're seeing.
Getting aggressive. He's getting aggressive in the paint. He finished very well today. Sometimes I feel like he's the one on the team that his shots literally will dip in and toilet bowl out a lot of the time. Sometimes it's just hard for him to finish. But tonight he was right on the money, man. Very aggressive. 19-7 for D Rose, and it picks everybody else up. We know his impact on Obi. Quickly again chipped him 2 for 4 for downtown with 6 points, plus 10 for Quickly, plus 26 for D Rose, plus 12 for Taj and Ash. We had Meta on the show in the Meta interview. I just dropped that clip yesterday when Meta talked about the impact of the veterans like a D Rose and a Taj. And he said, at this stage in the season, you want those guys to have an impact on the younger guys, right? So that when they smell blood, they know they got to go out and take it. And I feel like you kind of see that demeanor in IQ. You see it with Obi, even with RJ when he's out there with D Rose. Everybody's just lifting their game up, man. They know what time it is. They know they're trying to push for a good seed to finish it well. And these guys are locked in. Absolutely locked in.
Yeah. And it's dope to see Taj, and it's a symbiotic relationship because Taj and Derek are serving as a beacon of light for these young guys. Like, this is how you do it, young buck. Just follow me. I got you. But then also these young guys are serving as an energy source for D Rose and Taj. They're like, listen, we take some of our energy. We got it for you. Like, let's do this. It's dope to see how what one lacks, the other one has, and what the other one has, the other one. It just worked. All the pieces are clicking, and it's just mind-boggling that as Knicks fans, we know we still have pieces that we want to add to this team. We're not a complete team, but to see what Tibbs is able to do with what we do have, and how what we do have has the hunger and drive to make it work in the moment, not even thinking about the future. It's just inspiring, because when you get the pieces that you need, You think everyone's trying to get on the bandwagon now? Just wait.
Yeah,
I'm
it's already
telling
packing
you,
up.
just wait.
It's already packing up. I didn't even know it was on ESPN. I was watching MSG, but my cousins up in Toronto, obviously they was watching the ESPN feed. He was like, "Yo, watching ESPN, you didn't even know who the Knicks were playing." That's how much
That's
they was
facts.
on the Knicks on the covers. I didn't see
They were
it.
with us. They
I
were
didn't
with us
see it.
tonight.
Yeah, that was interesting. But CK,
Yeah.
last point, game ball, Randall. I mean, this was Melo-esque performance. I was concerned about his matchups with Siakam and Anunoby. You know, they can throw some size and some length and some physicality at him.
Yeah.
He was getting to his spots and basically shooting wherever, whenever he wanted to. He was locked in, bro. 10 of 17 from the field, 5 of 7 from downtown, 10 rebounds, 31 and 10, bro. This was a Melo-esque performance, and part of the reason why we got the #1 offensive rating during this 9-game stretch is we starting to light it up from downtown, and that's Julius setting the tone. 16 threes, and he accounted for 7 of those today. The CK, bro, Julius is just locked in, and he's ready for this final stretch, bro.
CK, before you make your point, I want to add this so you can add this to your discussion, is that it's actually the 7th game for Julius Randle with a 30-point double-double, the most by any New York Knicks since Carmelo Anthony in 2013, 2014. So definitely in good company with my 3 to the dome Melo for sure.
Melo-esque, bro.
Julius Randle's doing everything that he needs to do to shut everybody the hell up. That's what I'm seeing. Like Julius Randle's like, look, I heard everything y'all said last year. I'm making sure y'all understand that, yes, this is me. I'm showing my new game, and I'm here to stay. And he's doing everything in his. He knew that this was a primetime game. I know some people were realizing that it was on ESPN today because I barely found out last night it was going to be on ESPN. But he knew. He was well aware that everyone was going to be watching. They kept using his sound bites from his interviews, his conversation with Woj and everything like that. And he stepped up to the occasion for sure, knowing what time it was. And in no way, shape, or form was it even forced. This was Julius Randle playing with his game. Like you just mentioned, he was the reason for 16 threes. And this man was 5 for 7 of his own. 5 3-pointers of 7. This man was 29% last season. You know what I mean? Julius Randle is just, this is who he is. We're at the point of the season where we were about a month left, maybe less than a month left of the season before we go into the playoffs. And Julius Randle has been this way the entire season. This is who he is, and he's continuing to play better and better and only outdo himself at this point. That I think that it's definitely warranted to be talking about him being in the light of a guy like Carmelo Anthony, who had a lot of nights like tonight. But I feel like Julius Randle giving us a little bit more because he's also expanding with everyone else. Like, it's so much fun to see, and I know it's funny, it's not one of our younger guys, but to see him and Reggie Bullock, like it's like those two dudes, like it's like NBA Jam where you have the right combination of players together, the right two together. Those are the guys where they're always going to be on fire the minute they're playing together. This guy is he holds the team accountable, and the leadership role that he's played has been tremendous for this team, and in this 9-game stretch especially. Like, this dude, if any questions you had about extending him, I expect all those questions to be gone. We need to be talking about who we put next to him.
Bro, I tried to tell you guys earlier. I don't know where Ari's been. He's been ducking us.
Shout out to Ari.
But I've been trying to tell since day one. And NBA Jam, also one of the greatest basketball games of all time. Just want to put that out there. But
facts.
He's just in his offensive repertoire this year has just been ridiculous. And like I said, Anunoby and Siakam are no slouch on the defensive end, man. That Raptors defense can get tough. You know, and Julius did a good job against the zone. They send 2-3 guys at him at times, trying to pressure him. And I thought, he's for the most part under composure. They still have 4 turnovers. It is what it is. When you got the ball in your hands that much, it happens. But by and large, just making the right play. Making the right play for his guys. And Julius is just turned up. 120-103. Knicks get the W. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad. How we feeling in the chat? We got 2,000 in the chat right now. Let's get those likes up. Let's get those thumbs buttons up. This is Knicks Postgame Live, #1 show for the fans by the fans, presented by Manscaped, CP Ashley Moore, CK2K. Throw an emoji in the chat. Let us know how you guys are feeling, man. Throw a 9 in the chat or any emoji. Let us know how you guys are feeling today on this Saturday matinee. We're going to take some calls. Remember.
CP, do you hear that?
What?
That's the sound of Kellerman canceling your appearance.
More than likely. More than likely.
You don't want it.
Yeah.
He said, "I don't want." He saw this game, and that was just the sound
That
of the
was
click, the delete button of
Yep.
your appearance off the
They
schedule.
doing their best to
Yep.
try to cancel my Knicks talk from these conversations as. But like I said, I'm just
They
kick the door down
are.
anyway. I'm gonna just kick the door down anyway. So like my guy Omar said last week, I might just have to call in, the fan line and get to him. So they can't avoid me this week. I might just have to call in as a fan. So
every time he brings up a different team, just somehow bring up the Knicks.
Yeah, right. So as I said, the phones are open, 657-383-1509. The Discord is open as well. Call us up, man. Let us know how you guys are feeling. We're going to kick it off on the Discord. My guy Angel from Philly's in the building. Angel, how you doing, bro? Yep. Angel going once?
Yo, what's going on, CP? Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear, bro. Loud and clear. What's good, bro?
What's up, bro? Hey, Ashley, how you doing? It's my bro CK2K. What's good, y'all?
What's good,
how y'all
bro?
feeling today, bro? How y'all feeling?
We feeling good.
9 in a row,
Great.
bro. I'm feeling great. Feeling absolutely fantastic, bro.
Hey, listen, man. I'm getting greedy, bro. Now I want that 10th win now. We got the 9-guy win. I'm getting greedy. But hey, man. First things first, man. I want to give you a shout out with that Anthony MSG interview, man. That was dope as well.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate
So
it.
I gotta give you some love on that.
Wait, hang
And,
on, bro. Hang on, because
listen, man, about this game.
Angel, hang on, because I want to make sure you get your points across, because your audio from the Discord is kind of choppy. Let me try somebody else. Try the phones, Angel. But let me try somebody else real quick.
All right.
Sometimes the Discord could be a little choppy like that, but I want to make sure Angel gets through, gets his points across. Let's hear from Mansakuro. You're in the Discord. What's going on? Mansa, what's going on? Mansa going once?
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Sorry, hold on. I just need to turn down the... Good. All right, yo, what's up, y'all?
What's up,
We
bro?
are here. 9th win. Shout out to the 9 God for helping us guide us there. Julius Randle going nuts. Raptors literally could not guard him. Siakam looking crazy.
Yeah.
So here we are, looking like we might get that 3rd seed. I'm ready for it. I want that 3rd seed more than anything. Got that 2nd COVID shot, so I was a little weak, but this win got me feeling myself, got me feeling better. Peyton, get that man out of here.
Oof.
I'm tired of him.
Man's
As
having a
soon as
nightmare,
he hit
bro.
that bench, the offense and defense came alive.
Yeah.
Tips, we all see it, man. We're not blind.
True.
I know Rose needs to get his rest and everything, but that man
We just trying to buy time,
We gotta
man.
get him out of here.
Just trying to buy time, bro. Appreciate the call, man. I got to see how we get the Discord right. It's a little bit choppy today, but I'm with you, man. Peyton had a nightmare 3rd quarter, and it just killed our flow. Raptors got out in transition. Knicks transition defense wasn't good today, and that kept him in the game. Van Fleet was unstoppable, too, for the Raptors. Give credit. We had no answer for him. Lowry was chucking and ducking 1 for 10 from the field. He was terrible today, but Van Fleet had it for him. 27 points, 11 dimes for Fred Van Fleet. So that was a little interesting in the 3rd. And, the Raptors still came back and took a 1-point lead. But that Noel block, for some reason, once he blocked, I forgot who it was. It might have been even Van Fleet. They were down 1 with 3 minutes, 56 seconds left. Once Noel got that block, I felt comfortable about the game. And things just turned around right from there. They never looked back. So let's try let's go to the phones real quick. So to everybody in the chat.
I don't know if you saw, they said to try to turn it down on the mixer because it's peaking in Discord, the audio.
Yeah, it's peak. Okay. All right, I'll try to do that. So let's go to the phones real quick. And so to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. Let's start with Travis from Brooklyn. What's going on, bro?
How y'all doing? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. Go ahead, bro.
All right. How you doing, CP, the franchise, CK2K, I'm sorry, and Ashley.
Oh, good, man.
My first time being on here.
Yeah, man.
I actually wanted to be on here the night we beat Atlanta, but I was actually at work taking the Atlanta Braves to the airport.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I couldn't get on it that night.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, when I'm pretty sure I speak for most true Knicks fans when I say this. I love the fact that we actually have a team that we can rally around, that we can enjoy watching. Because I remember watching when we were 17 and 65. We had Lou Amundsen, Alexi Shved, Lance Thomas, Langston Galloway, and me and my baby brother. We watched every single one of those 82 games of that season.
Yeah.
That's how dedicated that we are to the Knicks. And the fact that we have a team that's this good right now, yo, I'm loving it.
100%, bro. I gotta be loving it, man. Damn, he ran down the roster of bums. But Lou Amundsen was my guy, though, low key. Lou Amundsen was my guy.
That was a dark day. That was dark times.
Those are some dark times, man. Papa Left, what's going on, bro? How you feeling?
Papa Left.
Yo, what's going on? CP.
What's good, bro?
CK2K, Ash, what's good? What's good? What's going on?
How we feeling, man? How you feeling today, bro? Saturday.
Yo, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling amazing. I just want to say, for everybody who's not calling up, you should definitely give it a try because underratedly, when you call up, you get an OnlyFans version of KnicksFanTV and you get to get all the behind-the-scenes conversations. It's amazing. Definitely want to continue with my I don't want to call people stupid or idiots.
Yeah.
Because, that's offensive, but I will say that people are definitely getting real high before these games. And Pascal Siakam was on the white velvet with the Raptors red. He was definitely on the white velvet cookies going up against Noel. You should not try to dunk on Noel.
They don't listen, man.
He tried him, bro. He tried
They don't
Noel.
listen,
I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, no, man.
It's ridiculous. I'm calling Dave every time with a different name of an NBA player, like imposter. Like today I was Zion from New Orleans. I just want to get on the show. Maybe on Monday I'll be LeBron from Los Angeles or LeBron from Akron. I feel like, new guys are going to start calling up. And shout out to everybody who's been here since I call it the Austin Rivers era of Knicks Fan TV.
Yeah.
And the first post-game show that I tuned into, and I was like 4.5 hours dedicated to the Knicks Fan TV channel because I include the Knicks game in it, was the comeback we had against the Cavs in the preseason.
Yeah.
And we were impassioned about that. Now look where we are. We're 34-27, creeping up on the top. We're distancing ourselves from that bottom group we were in. Now we're creeping up on those top seeds. Everybody on this team is playing their role. Every single person is playing their role. When Taj came in that second half, I was like, all right, we got a defensive anchor.
Yep.
When Rose comes in with the bookending with Taj with those three young guys, and shout out to Tibbs who's found a way to supplement Randall and RJ somehow with having Elfrid Payton doing absolutely nothing and not having Alec Burks. So he found a way. I thought he was going to go Knox or Ntilikina, but he stretched out RJ and he stretched out Reggie Bullock, and it's been working. So shout out to Tibbs. Everybody plays a role, including Elfrid Payton for playing so bad that you can just appreciate everybody else. Elfrid Payton is like the side chick you never want to get too tied up with, and you just remind yourself, just relax. You have something good going on with Rose. Relax. Just remind yourself every now and then what the other side of the fence looks like, and that's what he does for our team. I'm trying to stay positive with him. I'm really trying to stay positive with Elfrid. But we are 9 in a row. It's the seven. I'm sorry, I'm starting on the Biggie lyrics. That's messed up by me. But we trying to get the Mac 10s because it's never end. You know what I'm saying?
No, I got you, bro. I got you, man.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Jay Boogie. Shout out to Chuck D. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I got a surprise coming for Knicks Fan TV. It's about time.
No doubt.
And we are definitely making people look at us so you can watch from the other side of the glass. Knicks Fan TV, baby.
Yeah. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate Papa Left. Throw a 5 in the chat for Papa Left.
Yeah, good call.
That was 5 worthy. Good call. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. Let me make sure I'm saluting some super chats. We got a ton of super chats that came in early. Make sure I get to those. They said check the audio levels on the Discord, so I'll do that as well. But in the meantime, definitely want to shout out. A lot of the super chats came in. Also, if you guys are new in the chat, leave a hashtag new. We'll definitely shout you guys out. It's pandemonium, man. These guys had a standing ovation at MSG today. And I'll be at the game on Monday going for 10 in a row. Knicks versus Phoenix. CP3, Booker, the new Mikal Bridges. It's gonna be an interesting game. It's gonna be a very interesting game. The number 2 team.
Are you gonna
in
be in the
West.
suite with Anthony?
No. I'll be in the seats. I'll be with the regular people. You know what I mean? I'll be with the regular people. I'm not going bougie this time, Ash, but we're going regular. Salute to Lord Barker Rock. He said, what up, CPCK and the SNY baddie? I'm amped and ecstatic right now. We have the best NBA fans on the planet and the hottest team in the NBA. I'm from BK, where we take no prisoners. Let's get it. Junior Karoma says, man, I'm about to cry. This is great. Kenny Gale sends a super chat. He says, Noel gotta have hands shaped like a MacBook because he can't catch for anything.
Come on, man.
But sends
A
everything back to
MacBook
the Hudson and
down.
Ballad production for Obi. The Rhyme Animal Chuck D throw a hashtag PE in the chat says, this is incredible. At this rate, Mac's gonna be trying to talk Olympic curling and gymnastics with CP this week. Tools. Knicks Nation, if we get 10 dedicated to Clyde, the Clyde 10, this is the 9 God 9. I think I got something for 10 too. So, good idea, Chuck. Great idea, Chuck. And for everybody else, make sure you guys are signing up for the 9 God jersey. The number 9. I'm not even going to take it out the bag. Size extra large. Make sure you guys dig into that because we're going to give that away to a lucky fan today. All right, let's check something out on the Discord again while we get this going. Discord. All right, Dave is in the lounge screening somebody for the Discord, so let's go back to the phones. Let me see if Angel's here on the phones. I'll get right back to him. Things chirping out a little bit. Hang on. While I wait for Angel, Ari's up next. Ari, what's going on, bro?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What up, bro?
Yeah, so first off, shout out Papa Left. Always has a great call and crushes it.
Yeah.
I also heard today's OnlyFans version pre-stream, and it definitely didn't disappoint. So that was great.
Where was I?
I don't know. That shade looks great on you, though, Ashley, so don't worry about it. But anyways, I'm also not
my
ducking
God.
you. Let's also understand. Let's also understand one thing. I'm not ducking you, Ashley. I was away for all week for work, right? And there's also some other stuff going on. So like, listen, I don't know what's happening right now. Okay, like, you ever see the movie Shawshank Redemption?
Of course.
And like,
Yes.
the guy Brooks, the guy Brooks, the older guy, like, finally gets out of prison, and you would like think he'd be like super happy, but like he just can't adjust to regular life because he's been in jail for so long. Like,
Yeah.
I'm having a difficult time adjusting to a Knicks winning team right now. So, like, I've been so used to, like, losing. Like, I usually call in the show, and I should be ranting about somebody and yelling and screaming about
This
something.
is a new life. What
and
is
like,
this life?
I don't know. I think I'm just outside of my comfort zone with this winning Knicks team. Like, I just don't understand what's happening. Like, I'm just in a constant state of paranoia and confusion. Like, or is this real life? Like,
Yo,
What do I do with my hands?
I don't know what's going on. Like, people are texting me that I haven't spoken to in like 8 years since the Mellow Knicks, being like, "Hey man, long time no see. How's like, the Knicks?" Like, people on ESPN saying like good things about the Knicks. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of don't trust it, but I kind of do trust it. Like, I am just like,
Yeah.
I'm confused, and that's why I haven't called in a while. So I'm trying to figure out what's actually going on right now. Like,
Yo, this.
I literally last year I was killing Julius Randle. Today I literally put down money on him winning MVP today.
Nice.
Like,
nice.
this is like an alternate universe I'm living in right now.
Nice.
Like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on, and like the two things that are obvious is that Randle's balling out, taking it to another level, and Tibbs obviously bringing his culture. But the two things that I think are really putting us over the top on this winning streak is like the bench, like Theo Pinson and the bench with the energy they bring. It's like I can't overstate it enough. Like, at first, like, I was a big ISO Zoe fan, and like I still think he should be in the league, but like, extend Theo Pinson, man. He's got the whole bench.
Hey, Reggie
like,
Bullock
on
was
defense,
campaigning for him. Bullock wants him on
Yeah,
there.
like-
They love him. They love Pinson, bro.
Yeah, he's on the sideline. It's like he's playing defense 6-on-5, telling people where the screens are. Like, when you're playing a game and you're having a hard time scoring the ball, when you have those energy guys giving you those energy, it gives you a boost. And the other thing, which I think is underrated, which no one has mentioned, shout out Rich Kleinman last year for saying that Knicks fans are the reason why the team has a hard time winning, because we're so hard on the Knicks fan on the team, right?
Yeah, which means
the
we
Knicks
want
fans
players that
right
can
now,
play here. We want dogs. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the weak. Period.
Exactly. And right now, the Knicks fans are giving the Knicks a gigantic boost of energy right now. So Rich Kleiman, whatever you say, bro. The reason why the Knicks are on a 9-game winning streak is not just because of Randall and Tibbs. It's because of the whole energy of the city. Like the Knicks fans, the bench, like everybody. And that's the last thing I want to talk about real quick. I want the Brooklyn Nets in the playoffs, man. I want the Nets in the playoffs.
All right.
And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Even if we get swept, I want these Charmin softies, KD and Kyrie, to see how irrelevant the Nets are. I want them to be on the floor firsthand, I want them to be on the floor firsthand and see the difference between Madison Square Garden in the playoffs and Brooklyn in the playoffs. Because at the end of the day, these Charmin softies, especially KD, all he wants to do is be accepted and respected and loved. He just wants to be accepted, and no matter what he does, he could sweep us. He could win Finals MVP. No matter what he wants, he could win a chip. He will never get the love and respect because it's a Knicks city, and we're riding with Julius Randle and RJ.
All right, no doubt, bro. No doubt, bro. Appreciate the call, Ari.
I love the energy from Ari. I'm with it.
Ari's with it. Put money down on Julius for MVP. This is an out-of-body experience for Ari right now.
Yep.
All right, no doubt. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Definitely want to salute Chi-Town Provokes. He's with Team #New. Christian Gonzalez, what's going on? Christian Gonzalez, how you feeling? Kevin Morales, how you feeling? Team #New in here. King Shane, Andre Beckford, what's going on? We got Poppy Chulo in here, Team #New. Ryan O'Sullivan checking in from Wales. Ryan, I forgot how to pronounce your city name, man, so don't kill me. But welcome to Ryan and everybody in the UK. EMEA, all the European Union people out here watching this matinee game. Richard Evan, what's going on? Richard Ewan, sorry. Ashley, you want to shout out in the chat?
First of all, shout out to everyone saying we want Brooklyn. I love that energy. You already know what my fantasy would be. Actually taking Brooklyn down. That would be my championship. I could take Brooklyn down in the first round and get swept in the next, and that would be a successful season for me. That's all I need. So I appreciate that energy from Ari. Shout out to everyone in the chat right now. Rest in peace, DMX. I know his memorial is going down in Brooklyn right now. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to Queens. Shout out to Staten Island. Shout out to the city. Shout out to the Bronx, Long Island, New Jersey, Connecticut. Shout out to the whole tri-state area. Shout out to the West Coast. Shout out to all the people down in the Yayo down here with me. And New York Knicks, baby, we in here.
New
9
York
in
Knicks.
a row. Let me
Nice.
see some #9
go.
God in the chat because we got 9 in a row. Show my 9 God
Salute
some
Jay
love. Let me
Nori.
see some roses in the chat. D Rose turning back the clock.
Yep.
I want to see all of it in the chat.
Craig Fletcher, what's going on? CK, who you want to shout out, bro?
Well, Ari's call got the chat buzzing, so I'm just gonna start going on names that just want the Brooklyn Nets. I'm with it, man. Like I'm looking at For Real CEO, I'm looking at Tariq, I'm looking at Shirley Willis. Like everyone is hyped up after that Ari call. Shout out to my man David Fundernick out here representing the LA Knicks crew. You know what it is, but yeah, everybody is lit after that Ari call. He got me fired up. Like this man started off like talking about he don't know what to do with his hands, and then went straight into wanting the Brooklyn Nets in the playoffs. I love that energy from Ari.
Completely jumped out the window.
Now
Ari's here.
He's right.
Like this. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Ari's here, man. Yeah, for sure. A couple more super chats came in. Salute Andrew Beelit says, Knicks tape. Throw a like to the Kellerman killer. Paul Robinson says, I was telling people this before the year started. The Knicks have the heart of the city. This is shown by nobody caring about the Nets. #all72. Mike Boy sends a British pound. Salute and cheers to Mike Boy. He says the starters were +27, plus the bench were an incredible +58. And couldn't make this up. Elford was a -9. Hospi, what's going on, man? He says, official nickname petition, Julius, 30 Rock, Randall, after all these 30-point games, and his jersey. Alternate name, Julius the Jewel, after Earl the Pearl. All right, no doubt. 30 Rock, I like that.
Also,
30 Rock.
I also want to say quickly, rest in peace, Shock G. I know he passed away.
Rest in peace, Shock G, for sure.
You know,
I didn't believe that one to be true. I was like, that's not true.
It's definitely also way too young, only 57, I believe. Also, I know he wasn't a New York kid, but I was a big fan of him. Terrence Clark.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Rest in peace to him,
Terrible.
Boston's finest. He was gonna be special, man. I was
Yeah.
looking forward to seeing him in the league. He was gonna be special. So shout out to him.
That was terrible. Man. Terrible.
Rest in peace, all of Big Blue Nation. I know you guys are mourning that. He was a Kentucky kid.
Yeah.
Boston's finest. So if there's any people from Boston in the chat, one of your own, and rest in peace to him. Way too young for sure.
Way too damn young.
Way too
Both of them, man.
Way
Both
too
of them,
young.
like,
Way
you
too
know,
young.
57, 19 years old. Just like those are. I saw it, and it wasn't really being broadcasted by anybody big. So I was just hoping it was just a hoax. It wasn't real, and then it just started coming out more and more. I had to get off social media because it's just rough, man.
Tough.
Way too damn young.
Tough, man.
Dude just signed with Clutch. You know, this guy had a whole future ahead of him, and like Ash said, he was definitely somebody I was really big on. You know, he was. I always used to joke because he knew how to spell Clark right. He's one of the only people that knew how to spell Clark right. It's my last name. He has the last name with the E. So it's just it was really tough, man. My heart hurts for the family because just for it to be so sudden like
Kid
that,
pursuing
like
his dreams, you know, pursuing his
man.
dreams, man. Life taking so short, so. It's tough. It's definitely tough, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. All right, we got a lot of phone callers in the line, so let's run through it rapid fire. Angel is back. Angel, what's going on, bro?
Yo, CP, what's good, bro?
What's good, bro? Go ahead, man. Loud and clear.
Can y'all hear me fine? I just want to make sure, you know. I don't want to hear no excuse from Max either, you know what I'm saying? And I hope we get that 10th win. I'm being greedy, CT, Ashley, and CK. I'm greedy. I want that 10th win. We got to sit there and we got to beat Phoenix, man, because I'm feeling real good right now, man. And it's kind of hard to believe that we won 9 games in a row, man. It's just, you know, I'm so used to the Knicks being so bad, and I'm still rocking with them. But guess what? We still here. We still rocking with them. 9-game winning streak. That boy 9 guy. Did you see him, Ash? 25 points, 12 rebounds. I mean, that boy is balling.
Yeah.
That boy is balling. And, you know, Julius Randle, man, I mean, he got to get some MVP consideration, bro.
Definitely.
And I said this a few days ago. And, man, and Coach Tibbs, he should be Coach of the Year. I understand Phoenix, you know, they have a good team as well. But, I mean, if you switch them and you put, you know, Monte Williams over here, I don't think he would be 34 and 27. So that, to me, just shows that Tibbs should be Coach of the Year. That's just my opinion. I'm rocking with him. You know, and but this is one thing that I want to say, that the Knicks have the tiebreaker over the Bucks, the Hawks, the Raptors, and the Hornets. So it's looking real good right now. And you know, like I said, I want that 3 seed, man. We got to keep pushing. You know, we're not going to quit.
Why not?
And and the fact that we were 56% from the field, you know, we were 51% from 3.
Yeah.
You know, and how about Obi? You know, my boy Obi hit a couple threes.
Thing,
you know,
bro.
my son doing his thing. You know, I'm feeling good right now, bro.
Obi
I can't lie to you. And you know, and honestly, man, like Derrick Rose, bro. I mean, for everything that he's been through in his career, the fact that he's still leading our team, and you know, the way he just changes the game coming off the bench. I mean, it's just amazing to see. I'm so proud of him. I'm so happy for him. And you know. And the sky is the limit for this team. And like everybody else, I want all the smoke. I want the Nets. I want the Bucks. It don't matter. The way we playing right now, we could beat anybody. And that's just how I feel. But thanks for taking my call, guys. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Angel.
You know, the thing about RJ is, like I said, the patience that he showed in the second half, now attacking the lane. You know what I mean? He didn't get that many opportunities in the first. Randall had it cooking. Peyton was in his you know, tunnel vision thing going on. So second half, he really locked in, drove it hard, attacked the basket. A lot of that 14-3 run was against the Raptors zone, which is another thing that the Knicks are trending upwards with, is in terms of scoring and executing out of the zone. You saw Quickly hit a nice 3 to bust that zone up. And then they started attacking the zone with RJ in the middle. And RJ going at Van Fleet, going at Lowry, shorter guys than him in the paint. And that's what I like to see. That's how I like to see them adjust, because in the beginning of the game, they were really pressuring a lot of the Knicks ball handlers, especially RJ, when he got the ball at the top of the key. And that was kind of taking him out of his rhythm and disrupting his flow. But then when they started attacking the paint with him in the middle, Then you get him some close range shots. You get him to use his size, his aggressiveness, his physicality, and I thought that was a big difference as well, especially in that 14-3 run. So great job by RJ, man. 8 of 16 from the field, 25 points. He was excellent tonight.
I have a question for you guys. I mean, it's been a question that's been posed over the past few days, especially with the Knicks continuing to surge. Coach of the year. I mean, Tibbs obviously is in the conversation, but is he a front runner? Is he a runaway favorite with this? I mean, there is a lot of competition in that category this year. I'm a big fan of Monty Williams out in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Just his journey as a coach in the NBA. He started with Charlotte. That wasn't the best time for him. And even with what he's done with Phoenix, when he got there, 3 years ago, wasn't the best team.
Yeah.
He really is having his moment. You look at Snyder out in Utah, nobody counted that team to be a top seed in the West. They started at 6 last year and they made a jump all the way to number 1. But Tibbs, I think Tibbs is doing the most with the least, if you will. I mean, you don't have the big names, you don't have the star power, you don't have a lot of the things that I feel like the other guys do have. But who are you guys thinking for Coach of the Year? Do you think Tibbs should win it? Do you think that
I agree.
other coaches?
I think Tibbs is doing a lot with a little, especially where they came from. This team was ranked 23rd in defense last year. Now they've finished no worse than 4th all year. They've been hovering between 1st and 4th all year. That is all Tibbs. And like I said, a lot of this team was David Fizdale's team. With the exception, yes, D. Rose is coming and doing his thing, and Burks has had his contributions. Quickly's been a spark off the bench. A lot of these guys are Tibbs are holdovers from Fizdale, and to a man, this team is locked in from a chemistry standpoint defensively. That being said, I think Quinn Snyder will win it if the Jazz finish first. Just because they've been at the top of the league in both categories, offensively and defensively, and they've had it going. I think if the Jazz finish first, I think Quinn Snyder gets it. CK,
yeah, I'm making arguments for all the awards. I want them all. I made a whole video. I said we have a case for MVP, we have a case for MIP, we have a case for Rookie of the Year, we have a case for Coach of the Year, and we have a case for Executive of the Year. We got our hands in every single one of those awards, though. I do agree. We talked about MVP a little bit, and I talked about my favorites, but it's time that we start giving Julius Randle that respect. Even if he's not winning, he should be in the conversation. And for Coach of the Year, yeah, I'm leaning with both of the things that you guys said. Quinn Snyder is definitely somebody that's going to be looked at because, like CP just mentioned, they've been first on both categories for the majority of the season. And Monty, you could use almost the exact same argument for him that Tom Thibodeau has been using. Obviously more talent, but literally has about the same damn team plus Chris Paul, and he's doing a complete 180 with that squad. But with all that being said, I'm going to make sure I put the energy out there by talking up Tibbs, who should be in that conversation. If he's not third, give him the damn award.
Sure. Yeah.
Julius Randle, give him the damn awards, plural, as in all NBA, MIP, and MVP.
And all
I'm saying give him all the awards. You know what I'm talking about? And don't you forget about IQ. I know he slumped a little bit, but you know what? At least he was on the court. LaMelo Ball wasn't playing, so you better keep him in mind for Rookie of the Year as well. You know what I'm talking about? So I want all the awards. Leon Rose, Executive. But I think we should have a conversation for every one of the awards, whether we win them or not. We are in the conversation for everything because the big thing is we're playing with house money and we're doing a lot with a little. Yeah. And I'm just proud of this entire team, top to bottom. So we should be in the conversation for everything. Everything.
Well, I know one of the things that Tibbs is actually ahead. Last time I looked in one of the Vegas leaderboards, Tibbs is actually ahead of Monty Williams for Coach of the Year odds right now. Quinn Snyder is still number 1. It's Tibbs. It goes Monty Williams and then Doc Rivers at number 4, I believe. And I found it interesting and also really annoying that today on the ESPN broadcast, they displayed the Caesars Palace odds for MVP, and Steph Curry is at number 3, which frustrates me for a multitude of levels. And I got a lot of slack on Twitter when I made this point, but I'm going to make it anyway, and I'm going to continue to make it. Steph Curry is playing incredible basketball. I will not take that away from him. He is the best scorer I've ever seen in my lifetime, and I think we'll see in many lifetimes to come. I mean, it's just pure talent. But we can't ignore the fact that the Warriors are 9th in the West. And the fact that Julius Randle is not even in the conversation when we look at mainstream media or any of these odds is mind-boggling to me because he's on the number 4 team right now. 4.
Yeah.
Not 9th, not 6th, not 7th like Luka, number 4. And the fact that he's not even in the conversation, not saying to win it. I don't think he'll win it. I think the Joker is playing out of his mind. He's probably going to win it. The fact that he's not even in the conversation just further proves the point of what we always say as Knicks fans, is that the media loves to hate the Knicks regardless of how well they are doing. Because the fact that he's not in the conversation,
by Monday that'll change. By Monday that'll change. I think watch
see,
all
but
the
for the longest
ESPN on Monday. That's going to change.
Oh, we hope, but I'm saying for the longest time, it was always the MVP award went to the most valuable player on a winning team, which is the justification that Dame Lillard has never won it because he was the best player on a losing team. Now all of a sudden it's switched and Steph Curry's in the conversation. I'm just saying, put some respect on Julius Randle's name. That's all I want. That's all I want.
Watch the headlines by Monday. I'm telling you, especially with another 30 and 10. Watch on Monday, man. You're gonna have Stephen A. jumping for joy on First Take.
Don't even get me started with Stephen A. Okay, listen. Stephen A. Andrew Yang. Okay, Michael Rappaport. All you guys can sit in the corner. Okay, you're not welcomed over here.
They're all trying to come home, man. All trying to come home. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. CP Ashley Moore, CK2K in the building. Throw in the chat right now. Give us your MVP pick and your Coach of the Year pick. Let us see what you guys are thinking in the chat. MVP, Coach of the Year. Leave us your picks, and we'll pick a couple to talk about. Remember, this show is presented by Manscaped, fellas. #1 men's grooming tool below the waist. It's a beautiful day here in New York, almost 70 degrees. The flowers are coming up. The grass is getting greener. And remember, fellas, to trim those hedges. Very important to clean up your front before you get back outside and get back into society and start partying and whatnot. Clean it up with Manscaped with the Lawnmower 3.0. And this is my favorite joint, man. It comes with a ceramic blade technology that cuts down on those nicks. Not the good nicks, but the bad nicks. It's got an LED light. So if you guys want to do it in the dark, man, whatever you guys want to do, you can do it. Wireless. Wireless gets good charging life, good battery life, also waterproof. So this is a dynamic tool, man, and you could use it from head to toe, the Lawnmower 3.0. So go to manscaped.com, enter promo code Knicks to get 20% off plus free shipping. And like I said, they got a ton of other stuff on the website too, not just Lawnmower 3.0, but everything for today's man. You get the travel bag, get you some boxer briefs, some ball deodorant, slap the ball deodorant on after you're done doing your thing. They got the newspaper that you can throw down there, make it clean, make sure you keep your hygiene up and
very. You say newspaper?
Yeah, they got the mat, Ash. It's like a mat, it's like your travel mat. So let's say, you're in Grand Central Station, you're waiting on the train, and it's busy.
Come on, son.
You jump in the bathroom, you got your Lawnmower 3.0 in your travel bag, you jump in the bathroom, zip, zap, zoop. You know what I'm saying? Do the damn thing.
Oh, so like it catches on the mat?
Yeah.
Okay.
We gotta be hygienic with ours. We can't be
I don't understand that. Got it. Okay.
We can't be barbaric with it. We gotta be clean and tidy. You know what I'm saying? So they give you a stack of newspaper. Make sure you're good.
Got it.
That's it.
I got time before my train gets here.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. This is the best read by far. If y'all ain't got one but after this read, come on now.
Salute to all friends at Manscaped.
I do want to ask you guys this question before we move on. Yeah. I want to ask you, what does MVP actually mean to you? Because I feel like that definition has been so misconstrued over the years. I know Westbrook we thought at one point changed it. He was averaging a triple-double. He ended up winning that award, but we haven't seen that since. Yeah. It always seems that it goes to top 4 seedings in playoffs, whether West or East, and it seems to always go, I feel like, to the same kind of player or player in the same situation, rather. So do you think that MVP should just be, if it's a regular season award, that it should just be geared towards winning teams, or just the player that is the most important aspect to their team that's in any part of the playoff standings?
No, you got to factor in winning and their impact on winning. That's why Jokic has to. It's time to put some respect on this guy's name. Julie's earned some accolades, no doubt about it. But what Jokic is doing is just absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. He is the engine. He is not only the best big man, he's one of the best point guards in the league. He's that serious when it comes to basketball. He's a genius, absolute genius, and a second-round pick. It's time. It's time for him to get his due. Nuggets are, well, what, they're fourth or fifth? Where are they?
I
No,
think
Lakers are
fourth.
fifth. So I think Nuggets are still fourth, still trying to hold on with the Murray injury. But, they've been doing it for some time. I know you don't factor in year over year, but, especially from what we saw in the bubble, I mean, this guy was destroying cats. They went up to the Lakers and met their match. But I think it's time for Jokic to get it. And like I said, I'm factoring in wins and performance in that. So that's why, to me, I'm not even thinking about Steph Curry.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think wins are just as important as the overall performance. It's like, yes, there's those players like Steph Curry that are having tremendous seasons, but what is that doing with your team? And it's not all his fault. There's only so much you can do, a lot of injuries and whatnot. But at the same time, like, you can have those stats, and if you're not winning, compared to Julius Randle, who is just him, and he's having those stats, and we are winning, I agree. I think Joker is definitely at the top of the list, and that's why when CP had mentioned, when we first talked about this last week, mentioned Chris Paul. I feel like he's definitely somebody that should be in this conversation because the team has changed since he's been there, and that's statistically and just all around since he joined the team, and that's just what he does from every team he goes to. The team just ultimately changes up when CP3 is on the roster. So I think it's definitely a combination of their performance for the season, but also the wins. But unfortunately, I think the MVP is a popularity contest, and that's just what it is.
Agreed. Let's get to the phone. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button. Let's get that thumbs up. Make sure you guys are also filling out the form for today's giveaway. It's the RJ Barrett t-shirt jersey, the Jersey, if you will. Number 9, all blue, Jordan brand, Nike Jordan brand. Let's hear from Rafa Santos in the chat.
CP said Grand Central Station.
Yeah.
The super chat.
Rafa, what's going on, man?
Hello, CP.
Yo. How you doing, man?
From Brazil for you guys.
All right, hang on, man. Rafa. Hold on one second. I'm gonna put you back in the line. I gotta make sure this Discord is right, man. Let me get back to the phones. The Discord is just not right today for some reason, and I gotta look into tweaking it. Truth. Let's go to Arkansas. Truth. What's going on?
Ooh.
Hey, CP, KnicksFanTV, what's happening? What it is?
Already, what's good, fam? How you feeling, bro?
Yeah, what's up with it? Hey, CP, man, you going to end up taking over that show on Max, man. It's going to end up being your time. You hear me?
Yo, I don't know if you're on speakerphone, bro. Hey. If you're on speakerphone, just take it off. You sound like you're on speakerphone.
Well, I got the Bluetooth hooked up, man. I had the Bluetooth hooked up.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to take it out for y'all.
There
you go.
Better?
Yeah,
that's better, bro.
All right, look. All right, then answer. They gonna have you on SNY doing the weather or something, man. You gonna be up there throwing out. You know what I'm saying?
SNY do sports, but yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
My boy CK2000. You hear me? What it do? But let me
What's
get
good,
to the game real quick, man. Shout out to D Rose. Shout out to RJ with the double-double. Throw your 9 guys in the cut. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get that jersey. That's my size, the extra large. Trying to get that.
All right. Yeah, make sure you sign up, bro.
Juju with his double-double, you know what I'm saying? Noel got more blocks than some of these guys got points. You know what I'm saying? Obi with the trade, making it rain. You know how we do, man. I'm going to make it quick. I'm going to make it short. Hey, we're going for 10. We're going for walk, baby.
Let's go. Let's go, Truth. Make sure you call back on Monday if we get it, bro. Thanks for the call, man. Make sure you sign up for the form. All right, let's go rapid fire phone calls.
SNY doing the weather. I'm dead.
Yeah. Let's go rapid fire phone calls, man. Callers, get your points in. Let's go, Jonathan from White Plains. What's good, bro? Yo. Jonathan going once. All right, Jonathan sleep. He's so excited he was speechless. Jake from Staten Island, what's going on, bro?
Hello?
Yo, loud and clear. Go ahead, bro.
What's up, CP, Ashley, and CK2K? We really got a dynamic duo here in New York now. Randall and RJ, they're tough.
Yeah, they're starting to peak, man. They are starting to peak. Julius has been consistent all year. It's good to see RJ bouncing back, especially when teams key in on them and apply that pressure. It's good to see them making adjustments. So they're peaking at the right time.
Yeah, and we're going to have to give Randall that max. How you feel about that?
That's fine, bro. It's just cost of doing business, man. He's earned it. You got to give it to him. And you hope you get another max-capable player that can take this team over the hump and take them to another level. So that's fine. You give Julius the money, man. He earned it.
Yep, I could definitely see us getting the star in free agency through these next years.
Well, I'm not sure, man. The outside of Kawhi Leonard next year, the options are kind of slim right now. So we just got to see how things shake out. It might be via trade, might be via trade. Christian from PA, what's going on, man?
Yeah, how you doing, guys?
Good, man. What's going on? How you feeling, bro?
Well, first, let me salute, to Ashley and CK2K. Been a big fan, and you, CP, man, you a legend, bro. On some real stuff, man. Like, you really a legend, man. Like, you're gonna be the next Spike Lee next to like legend status.
Appreciate it, man. Definitely appreciate the call.
Spike Lee.
Nah, but talking about the game, man. Nine God. We can't say nothing more about him, man. Like, this little kid, man, he's a vet. He's all there, man. He's an all-star. I feel like this guy is gonna be the future for us, bro. And in the playoffs, I feel like D-Rose is gonna explode for us. He's gonna get it out of him, and he's gonna have that legendary moment. And I want Brooklyn, just like Ari said. You know what I mean? We're gonna get Brooklyn. We're gonna win that game.
All right. So we talking tough. We talking spicy, man. Christian from PA talking spicy. All right. Quentin from Brooklyn, what's going on? Speaking of which. Quentin, what's good, bro? You. Quentin, what's going on, man? What are you doing, man? You making...
Hello?
Yo, Quentin, you on the line. You live and direct, bro. We waiting on you, man. What's
up?
I'm
sorry, guys. Sorry. I just had a quick hot take about Elfrid Payton.
Sure.
I feel like you guys are underranking his slowness of pace and just his fumbling and bumbling, because it throws off the opposition once Emmanuel quickly comes out there. He's out there firing them threes, and you got Rose pushing the pace, and they're not ready for it. They're used to Payton slacking.
All right, so
shout out to you guys.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. So Quentin is saying it's all a tactic, Ash. He said that Peyton is so bad that it can't get any worse, and
I don't believe in paying for tactics. Okay, that just we can pretend he's still there once he's gone, if that makes it better for you. But yeah.
It's been rough, but like I said, good thing for D Rose. We just trying to buy him time. Just trying to buy him some time. A couple more super chats have come in. Definitely want to shout out our guy, Steve Verna. He says Elfrid might as well have had a Raptors jersey on. Rose came in and changed the whole perspective of the game. #9 straight. Lloyd Barker Rock Jr. says 6 games out of first place, CP. I'm just saying it's possible. We play to win, not just to settle. Ron Hansley Jr. Salute Ron. He sends a super chat. He says Nerlens, Noel for defensive player of the year. Yeah, I said it. I like that. Shout out Flo Hypnotic.
That was my nickname. No, well.
I like it.
Shout out Flo Hypnotic. He says engine number 9 on the New York Transit line. We on track 9 in a row. Let's go. Junior Carelma says Julius Anthony. Damn, that boy is good. Yeah, man. The fan base is ecstatic right now. All right, back to the phones. Let's go to Flint, Michigan. Stan, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, CP? What's going on, Ash? What's going on, CK2K? How y'all feeling on this great afternoon?
Feeling great, man. How you doing, bro?
Great.
Oh, man, I'm feeling great. Julius, RJ, D Rose did they damn thing today. Mm-hmm. They did their thing today. The only thing I got a problem with is Elfrid Payton and them doggone zebras, bro.
Yeah.
Them zebras. Why are you reviewing a play when Julius got hit directly on the arm and they wouldn't even go back and review a play a couple of games ago?
That was crazy.
That Tibbs wanted to be reviewed.
Yeah.
Are you serious? It's like they got a vendetta against the Knicks, bro.
Yeah. That one was crazy, Stan, and appreciate the call, man. It was clear as day that Van Fleet had caught Julius on his elbow. Clear as day. And they still, these reviews take the players out of the flow of the game. It completely takes you out of the flow of the game. I can't stand it, but what can you do, man? The Zebras got to get it right the first time. They got to be better.
The first time. They
got to get it right the first time.
I hate those calls, and I hate the late calls. They both just get on my nerves, man.
100%. And the people talking about the Peyton thing, there were "We Want D Rose" chants going on in the Garden in the third quarter, Ash, after all the turnovers and whatnot with Peyton. Look, I feel for the kid still, even though he's stumbling, bumbling. There was something that came out. I forgot which publication. Somebody said that they attacking Peyton's family and whatnot on social media.
Yeah,
that's out of control.
That's out of control. That's out of
Too
control.
damn
Like we can't have. You know what I mean? And I say that all the time. Like, well, let's keep our thoughts, our takes, our reactions, positive or negative, keep it in our arena. You know what I mean? There's a certain level that you have to take it to. But once you start atting a man and talking about, you're trashy, now you're disrespecting someone's craft. Now you're truly disrespecting some of the best of the best. Like, let's be real. This is the best of the best, the elite basketball players of the world. Now, compared to his peers, he may not be that good. But we can't keep it personal, man. You know what I mean? You can't keep it personal.
Yep.
Yeah. CK, how are we looking around the league, man? We still in fourth.
Yeah, we're sitting really good at. Yeah, we're sitting good in the 4th seed right now. Coming off of our 9th win in a row. We had a bit of a series of games yesterday, though. I do want to mention here quickly.
Yeah.
We had a rough one. I saw people polling on Twitter and stuff. We had the Hawks versus the Heat last night, and obviously both of those teams are the ones that are right behind us, breathing down our neck, trying to get that 4th seed from us. And to be honest, I was going for the Heat because A, the Hawks they're a half a game behind us, and B, they didn't have Trae Young or Clint Capella playing for them. But I guess they all can't be the Knicks. It's not easy. That life of taking advantage of games that you should be winning, because they did not. They ended up getting beat. They ended up getting smacked by the Atlanta Hawks, 118-103. So the Hawks lived right behind us. This game today helps us out, but they're right behind us in the standings. But outside of them, Brooklyn helped us out a little bit by taking down the Celtics last night. Charlotte is still making sure that they stay relevant and stay in the pack as they beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. And outside of that, I didn't really see too much going on. We got the Mavericks playing tonight against the Lakers, so that's when we can be paying attention to for draft purposes. But like I said, not much else going on around the league. What's more important is that we win our 9th in a row. But right now, like we've heard from several callers, Angel from Philly being the one that led the train, we're right behind the Milwaukee Bucks.
3.5,
it's very realistic.
Bro.
It can happen. They're playing the Sixers right now. I'm keeping an eye on that game as we speak. But that is definitely something that we could go and steal. Sixers are not helping us out right now as they're down by 4 points. But
how much time left in that game?
It's the third quarter right now, 58-54, about 8 minutes in the third. So there's plenty of time to check out the end of that game after this. But Sixers they need to help us out if we want to reach that goal. I mean, the Bucks were able to handle business the first time they played them. Now maybe they can split the difference between the two of those, between those two games. But outside of that, we're doing what we need to do. We need to worry about us, but other teams outside around us are handling business too.
3.5 and back of third, as you said, half game up on 5th. So, the Hawks are keeping pace. No Trae Young. They still go out and handle the Heat last night. But this is why you want to win your tiebreakers. This is why you got to win those season series. Knicks swept the Hawks this season, so that's good for them. They got the second to last game of the season is against the Celtics. That could be a big game. Whether that's for 4th, 5th, 6th, who knows? That could be a big game. Well, already got swept by the Heat this year. And the Hornets, we're 1-1 with the Hornets, so that could be a big game. That's the last game of the season is against the Hornets at home. So
huge.
Still got work to do. But good win, man. 7 games over 500. Absolutely beautiful to see. All right, let's go rapid fire to the phones. Dave, how we looking with the form, man? We got to give these shirts away. Let me know how we looking with the form. And Ash, how we looking with the likes? Are you satisfied with the likes today? What
I am not satisfied with the likes. You want to know why? Because we have over 2,000 people in this chat right now. We're sitting at win number 9 in a row, not just in general, in a row. And there's only a little bit over 1,000 likes.
Oh, we got to get those
I need
up.
at least 1.5. If not 1.7, there's 2,000 of y'all here. It should be very, very simple. 9 wins in a row, guys. Come on, share the love, spread the love, hit that thumbs up. Got a dope giveaway coming your way with an RJ9 God Barrett jersey. Hit the thumbs up. Just show some love. And all people who hit the thumbs down, all 6 of you, you're whack.
They're Raptors fans. But we welcome them anyway. You know what I mean? The lovers and the haters. It's all engagement. We appreciate it. Shout out to the Rhyme Animal Chuck D. He's in the mosh pit with the people. My guy Eugene McCain is in here. Throw your cities in the chat. Where you guys checking in from? Throw a city or a flag in the chat. Let us know where you guys are checking in from, and we'll shout you guys out. All right, back to the phones we go. Let's go to Miami, Ash. We got Anthony in the building. Anthony, what's going on?
305.
Hey, how are you? Doing pretty well.
Good, man. What's up?
Yeah, I just wanted to bring up, you guys were talking about the Heat-Hawks game.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I'm from Miami, but I hate the Heat.
Nice.
So,
You're a good man. Good man, bro.
Yeah. So, I'm actually pretty happy the Hawks won that game because looking at the upcoming schedule for both teams, obviously we want both to lose as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And the Hawks, they have the Bucks and 2 games against the Sixers coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And the Heat have a pretty easy schedule. So, yeah, I feel like if we can get losses from both of those, that's the best case scenario. So, yeah, and also for this game, I mean, yeah, Elfrid, he had a pretty rough game, but I feel like Elfrid's the type of player that he either has an all-right game or a horrible game, but then we always forget about the all-right games. So,
yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Like I've been saying all year, man. It comes 1 every 10, and you applaud him when it comes, and when he doesn't have it going, it's pretty glaring. And today, it was it just wasn't good, man. It just wasn't good. Like I said, we were trying to buy time just to get back to D-Rose, take us home, because that third quarter was a disaster for the Knicks. There was no flow. They were turning the ball over constantly, similar to the Hawks. Too many turnovers, man. They're passing those cross-court passes are hurting them. And just overall, it just wasn't good, and brought the Raptors back in the game. They ultimately took the lead, so it just is what it is. He's got to be better. He has to be better. He's not leaving the rotation, at least not in my eyes. I don't see that happening. He just has to be better with his minutes.
Amen.
Yeah, and he brought up.
What else to say to that?
Yeah, he brought up the Heat, who have the 6th best opponent strength of schedule coming up. So they're looking good, according to their opponent's win record. I mean, now that changes from game to game, but according to Tankathon, the Heat ranked 24th in opponent strength of schedule, so they're sitting pretty. Dallas is sitting at 28th, so their schedule is looking fairly easy to close it out. Atlanta 20th. Let's see where we are. See, that West Coast game is going to put us at the top. We're in 4th.
Yeah, I was going to say, we pretty high up, I think.
We're in 4th.
Yeah.
Let me get that screen up. So the Knicks have the 4th, according to their opponents' combined winning percentage. The Knicks have the 4th hardest schedule to close out. 11 games left. Remember, there's still that 6-game road trip, Ash. We got in Houston, at Memphis, at Denver, at the Clippers, at the Lakers. 5-game. Big time. That's big. At Phoenix, 6.
Well, Houston shouldn't be too difficult. They have nothing left to play for anymore. They've already been eliminated from contention.
Never know. On the road,
those are the teams that scare me the most.
Yeah,
to be completely real with you.
Really? They don't. I think Houston just wants to go ahead and hit the strip club. I don't even think they want to play anymore. I think they're over the season at this point.
Yeah, John Wall, they're probably bailed.
You're
right.
Phoenix obviously is going to be tough.
Yeah.
Booker, Paul. I mean, they're number 2 for a reason.
Yeah.
LA is a wild card. It depends if LeBron's going to be back or not. Because I feel like if Dallas was able to beat them, then it shouldn't be that difficult for us either. But that is going to be bearing on the fact if LeBron's on the court or not. That makes a huge difference.
Plus,
I don't know
AD's
if LBJ will be back.
AD might be back in the rhythm by that time too.
Yeah.
Shout
He may be, also. So, and like you said, AD may be back in rhythm by that time as well. Or I feel like they're also going to be very cautious with how they play him, especially in this last stretch of the regular season.
True.
You don't want anything to happen in terms of making a bad situation worse, especially fresh off an injury and going into the postseason. So we're going to have to wait and see. The Clippers look good.
Yeah.
The Clippers are looking really good.
I will be in attendance for that game.
Yeah, so the Clippers are looking really good. There's some winnable games in there, but again, you know what? I'm a firm believer in defense, like I said, always travels with you. And as long as you control what you can control, your offense is going to be a wild card. You know, you're playing against teams that have a lot of shooters, but you know how to play defense and you know how to play it well. It's a reason you're in the top 5 in that category. So as long as you stick to your game plan and how you play basketball and what's been working for you and this team, you should be able to secure some wins on this road trip. It shouldn't, there's no reason to get swept. You know how to beat teams that you need to beat.
They go 3-3, I'll be okay.
That's huge. Yeah, if we could, I was going to say the same thing.
They go 3-3, I'll be fine with that.
Completely.
You know what I'm saying? Salute to some people in the chat. Let's shout out our guy David for the Knicks CK, repping LA Knicks squad. What's going on? We got 808 Jake also in LA. Shout out to you. We got Steady 1100 checked in from Accra, Ghana in the building. So we in Africa. We heavy right now. Jason Tim, shout out hashtag Bronx. We got Frank Mitos checking in from West Palm. Adam Gwinon checking in from H-Town. Gotham, Washington Heights. Salute. We got Arminus Rakowskis checking in from Lithuania.
There was also somebody from Germany that was in here earlier.
I just saw that.
They're still here. Amsterdam as well.
Amsterdam, salute. We got my guy Shamboy72 Abel checking in from JA. Jamaica's in here heavy. Kamario Jarvis checking in from Antigua and Barbuda. Kamario, what's going on? Chris S checking in from Dublin, Ireland. Ivan Omar from Malaysia, what's good? All right, Spectaz Nero checking in from Panama. All right, so we worldwide in here, no doubt.
Look at us, man.
Worldwide
Happy
on
Saturday,
this Saturday.
everybody.
Happy Saturday. Happy Knicks fans. Let's go. All right, couple more calls. We're gonna do the giveaway in 10 minutes. Dave, if you see Jay Boogie around, I don't know if Jay Boogie's around. Tell him we're gonna do it through the phones. I don't like how the Discord is sounding today, and I don't want to troubleshoot while we live right now. I'll just figure it out afterwards. So everybody just call into the phones, and we'll get through to most of you as soon as we can. Let's go to Sweden. Dwayne from Sweden is calling in right now. Dwayne, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, CP?
How you doing, man? Are
What's
you
up,
actually
Ashley?
in
What's up,
Sweden?
CK
Are you
today?
actually in Sweden right now?
Yeah, man, I'm in Sweden right now, man.
Wait, Sweden, the country? You sound like you from Queens, bro. Wait, say that one more time.
I'm from Yonkers, bro. Like I'm from Yonkers, but I live in Sweden part time or almost full time, you can say.
Okay, no doubt. That's what's up, man. What's your points today?
Yeah, no, but so we're all like loving the wins and everything, and obviously like Randall's performing and RJ's performing, but we got Bullock. I think is really is he overperforming? Or is Rose overperforming? Is this like sustainable performances from both of those guys? Is Quickly is this guy has he actually arrived? Are these players actually real too? Because it's not just Randall. It's not like just RJ right now. It's these other guys that are actually chipping in and making us win. And if these guys are actually who we think they are, is Rose going to do this next year too? These are questions that I think we if we answer, then we know how strong this team is.
Yeah.
If we don't know the answer to this, and we relegate, and they start missing shots and bricking stuff, and it's just RJ and it's just Randall, we got no shot in the playoffs, basically.
Yeah.
Let me know what you guys think about that.
I hear you, man, and appreciate the call. My man sounded like he was from Flushing. He was like, "Nah, man." He's like, "Nah, dude, I'm right here in Sweden."
I don't get the question. Overperforming,
yeah, I guess he's saying because during this trip you having solid contributions from Bullock is starting to really raise his game up. D Rose, no, because I think D Rose coming into the team was averaging 14 and 4. I think this is the best you'll get from him, which is still solid, which is amazing for us. We're 18 and 7 with him in the lineup. You know what I mean? I think D Rose, it's all pending health. Mm-hmm. But I think by and large, this is his game. I think this is what he does for us off the bench.
I think coaching, people are understanding now how important coaching and chemistry really is, man. I think those are just as important of factors as just the talent on the court. So I don't see it as overperforming. I just feel like the chemistry of having the trust of your teammates and seeing that the ball is moving and everyone's hyping each other up, everybody's gassing each other up, the bench, those kind of things, that adds to the confidence of your game. Obi Toppin's out there making those back-to-back threes because he knows that he has his boy Steel Pinson #1 out there yelling, "That's right, Obi!" Those are huge components to people's games. So I don't see it as overperforming. I see it's just like the perfect concoction of Knicks basketball right now. So I mean, I understand what he's thinking about. I think he's probably in the same lane as Ari. He just doesn't know how to process what's going on with his Knicks right now. You know what I mean? So I just think chemistry and coaching right now is just showing that we actually have a real culture right now, and everybody's buying in, and we're just seeing that product on the court.
Yeah, I don't think anything about overplay. I know we like to say this person's trash and this person's this, but to make it into the NBA, only 1% of college students actually do that.
Yeah.
So you have to be good to get into this league. And I think, I understand it's a weird position to be in right now as a Knicks fan, because it's like you haven't seen anything quite like this, and you're confused on what you're seeing. Is it real? Is it going to last? Like, what's happening? Should I get too invested, or is the rug going to be pulled out from under me? But I think you have to believe in what you're seeing and just believe that the right now the pieces are just fitting well. And I think it's easy, just like anything in life. Energy is contagious, and sometimes when the energy from the top, in this case Julius Randle and RJ Barrett, eventually it trickles down to the rest of the team. And for the longest time, especially a big chunk of the season, it was just those two guys kind of carrying the load, and we would get spurts of everybody else. Now you're seeing what it looks like when that energy is distributed and when it travels to the entire team. So I understand the cautiousness and I understand the apprehensiveness, but I also believe in seeing and believing what your eyes see sometimes. And I think what we're seeing is a team that believes that they can win and that they can go far in this postseason, and are starting to believe a little bit of their own mojo, if you will. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that.
When you see Bullock hit those threes, one thing about Bullock is that his off-ball movement is on the money. He cuts very well for the starting unit. And what you saw, he had one stretch where he hit back-to-back threes from each corner. And part of that was him cutting at the last minute at the right time behind the help side defense, and the Knicks ball handlers finding him. That's chemistry. They caught him for wide open looks. And as a good three-point shooter in his career, and I think after the All-Star break, he's been even better. He's been, way over 40%. Those are good looks. Those are wide open looks from the shortest part of the three-point line for a good three-point shooter.
Not to mention, it's, if you think about it, like, we went from 1 minute saying Reggie should never see the inside of a fourth quarter and don't let him have the ball in his hand anywhere in a fourth quarter, to now, where's Reggie? Get Reggie the ball.
Now we need him.
Sometimes you start it's a mentality thing also when you're winning, and when you're in a flow, and when you're feeling yourself as well as the team that you're on, because you're seeing the results. It's infectious, not only to your talent, but to your mentality, and your mind is your most powerful weapon. I think these guys, they're not overperforming. They're just finally tapping into unharnessed energy that I think they haven't tapped into all season, because they're constantly seeing the results. And that's all you want from your players, just constantly tapping into that mentality. It's one of the things in that book that I always talk, that I love, Relentless, about Grover, who's trained D-Wade and the late, great Kobe Bryant. One of the things in that book that he speaks about is having those guys tap into that unharnessed energy that sometimes you forget that you have. And that's what you see these guys doing on that court each and every single game. And it shows in their performances. So
true.
I'm here for all of it.
True story. All right, let's go back to the phones. Rapid fire we go. Manny from New Jersey. What's going on, bro?
Hey, this is Manny. Love you guys.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'm excited about the Knicks. Man. Me and my dad are big Knicks fans. I've been a Knicks fan since I was about 8-9 years old in like 2003, 2004. My dad's been a Knicks fan since the 70s.
Nice.
And see, I always thought he was. I thought every year when he says the Knicks are going to make the playoffs, and this year I thought he was delusional. I'm like, I think I might be delusional too. But no, they're playing excellent, and I feel very optimistic about our young players. RJ Barrett, I think RJ Barrett can definitely become a star. I believe in Obi Toppin. I think it would be cool. I want to hear what you guys have to say about Obi Toppin playing the three, because Randall's got the fourth spot, got the power forward spot. And I think quickly next year can average 20 points. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not, but I believe in these young guys. And then maybe we get 2 solid draft picks later in the first round. But I feel optimistic about it. I think in the next couple of years, this is a foundation we can definitely contend.
Appreciate the call, man.
I want to
Appreciate
hear
the
what you guys
call.
have to say.
Yeah, we quickly. I mean, 20 points. I mean, I think I think that's a bit of a stretch, especially if he's not going to start, because I don't think he's going to be the starting point guard. But I think he can get better for sure. And part of that is working on his drives, not just settling for the floater, because I think the league has really adjusted to that. Today you saw him really taking it, taking his angles to the basket and getting those bank shot layups in. Like to see him maybe get a little bit of a mid-range going and not just settling for, three-pointer or floater or bust. Get back to the line. Quickly he's a good free throw shooter as well. So, just being aggressive and being a bit more crafty in his drives to draw those fouls, similar to what he was doing early in the season, I think quickly can certainly improve. I don't think you'll see Obi at the 3, but it's good. It's encouraging to see him right now settling down, giving Julius a spell off the bench and really contributing, whether it's on the boards, whether it's on defense. Today he went 3 for 4 from downtown, which was really big. And he was part of that fourth quarter run that really ended the game. It was a 14-3 run that really busted the whole thing open. Knicks never looked back. So definitely encouraged with Obi's play. Seems like he's getting more confident and at a good time. When the pressure's up, when the games mean more, Obi's locked in and giving us some real good minutes off the bench, which has been solid. So we'll see, man. But good play.
I was like a
both
proud
rookies,
sister or a proud mama watching Obi out there. I was like, yes, Obi, come on now. Let's show him what you have. Like, show him what you have.
Yeah,
Come on.
Obi was
But I
good,
think
man.
also he plays better when the game is at a faster pace.
Sure.
I
Yeah,
think
for sure. Yeah.
The slow pace
Clearly.
just does not work for him, does not work for his abilities. At least not yet. That comes with time. When the game starts to slow down for you, you can play at a slower pace. But we forget, although he's an old rookie, he's still a rookie, and you're used to playing at a faster pace. That's where he shines right now. It won't always be like that, like I said, but I love seeing moments where Obi can get involved and where he feels confident in what he's doing. It sucks seeing him out there and he looks like a deer in headlights, and seeing him out there and he just doesn't have any confidence whatsoever. And it's just good. Even if it's in glimpses, it's nice to see that it's there,
Yeah, we've been saying it that him or Knox gotta take it. Tibbs is giving them opportunities, and Obi's taking it, and that's all I wanted to see. And he's doing it. He's doing like I said, he's been doing all the other little things. Now it's just about putting the ball in the hoop, and he's been doing it. So hopefully he keeps that up and he continues to grow as the weeks go on, going into the playoffs.
100%. We're going to do our T-shirt giveaway in 5 minutes. We're going to go rapid fire calls. We got a lot of calls in here. We're going to try to, get through as many as we can. We're going to go rapid fire. Let's go Big Surge. Big Surge, you up next, man.
Yo, CK, CP, Lieutenant Ashley, what's good?
What's good, bro?
Yo, the basketball gods are smiling on us, bro. Finally, they're looking down on us and they're cutting us a break, man. People probably wonder why I'm saying that. Yo, let's think about where this started, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, Steve Mills and Scott Perry, they signed Julius Randle. They signed Reggie Bullock. They signed all these guys, and we destroyed them. Well, I didn't.
No, you were always with Nephew, man. You were always with Nephew, bro. We'll give you credit, man. I'm surprised we haven't heard from you more often.
I'm not talking about Nephew. I'm the other players that they had signed.
Well, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They signed Marcus Morris. Let's look at this. And then shout out to Phil Jackson, who saw that Kristaps Porzingis was an injury-prone diva. Him and his brother could go suck it because they suck. And you know what? That turned into Julius Randle. We won that trade hands down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Another point, Reggie Bullock, Marcus Morris. We signed Marcus Morris. He turned into Quickly. These lucky breaks, we're just getting all these lucky breaks, man. And I'm telling you, it's been such a long time before the gods actually smiled on us. And I'm telling you, this is going to be the year, and I'm jumping out the window, CP. I'm opening it real wide. I know I climbed back in early in the season, but I'm jumping back out. The New York Knicks will advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. You heard it here first. I'm telling you, this is shades of the 2003 Larry Brown Detroit Pistons. Defense with a steady start, with competent role players, can get it done. And I'm telling you, we're going to do it. Shout out to Steve Mills somewhere at the Delano. I know you're pissed. You don't want to hear this, but Steve Mills had the vision, and Scott Perry had the vision to build this team in the mold of the old '90s teams. And at the time, we didn't see it. And right now, we're seeing the vision that they had.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Everything is going our way. Go Knicks. I'm telling you. Oh,
Got
and CP,
Yeah.
you see that feeling we're feeling right now?
Yeah.
That's what you need to tell Max Kellerman. You know what? We suffered a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And it's moments like this when the team is good that we could feel good. That's what being a real fan is
That's
about.
what it is. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't just jump ship. Chicago Cubs waited 106 years.
Yeah.
The Red Sox waited 86 years. Those are real fan bases. Next time you talk to him, you tell him that he's a sellout. He's a die-easy fan, and he's a sellout.
Got you.
That's all I got to say. And
Appreciate it,
Lieutenant
Serge.
Ashley, you lieutenant. You ain't captain of the Express. You remember that. Peace.
I was waiting for that one.
But
Ash. I
also,
was
it
waiting
looks
for
like I'm
that
gonna have to stretch my legs. I'm gonna be running down 7th Avenue. With that prediction.
I was waiting for that last jab, Ash. I was
Gotta
waiting
make sure
for
I
it.
get my stretch on. I'm gonna have to go do some laps around MSG soon. Apparently.
That's it, man. That's it. But yeah, you know, to Serge's point, it's that struggle that you go through as a fan base, and you go through it game after game and year after year, and disappointment. Where these days, even a modicum of success is